Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, y'all? What up? What up? What up? It's Trap the Don. Welcome to Zone 864 TV. Welcome to Zone 864 TV. This is Trap the Don. Zone 864 TV. As you guys come on in to the live stream, hit that like button, hit that share button if you want to share the live stream. Hit that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel. Become a subscriber today. Also, you can support me on Instagram and Twitter. Zone 864 TV on Instagram and Twitter. I am on Instagram and Twitter. Zone 864 TV. I am on Instagram and Twitter. Come on in, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Another late night creep. You got Trapped at Dawn on Zone 864 TV. But try not to hold y'all too long because I know y'all probably got things to do at 2 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning, right? Y'all probably real busy. Y'all are probably real busy. Y'all probably got some plans. So I'm not gonna hold y'all too long tonight. But I just wanted to come on this evening and share some thoughts on my mind like I normally do. And also, if you want to support the channel, you hit up that Cash App $ Z864, P for Papa, C for Charlie, $ Z for Zulu 864, P for Papa, C for Charlie. You can also see the Cash App strolling on the bottom of the screen here as well. Y'all want to hit up that Cash App and support the channel, I'd appreciate that. But Snooty Wild, I believe that's the young man's name. Uh, I never heard of this rapper, this artist before yesterday. I saw on a couple of blogs, a couple websites that there's an artist by the name of Snooty Wild. If I'm saying his name correctly, Snooty Wild, that has lost his life at the age of 36 in Houston, Texas. From what I read in the reports, um, said he was found in a ditch, shot in the neck in Houston, Texas, and was rushed to the hospital where he was fighting for his life, and he was in critical condition for a little minute until he actually, slipped out of existence and passed away. So RIH to Snooty Wild. Yes, I said RIH, rest in heaven. You know, I do believe in another existence. I do not believe that this human existence is the only existence. I do believe that there is more after your human existence. Now, obviously, scientifically, that hasn't been proven, but science is merely just the study of things. You know what I'm saying? Science is just the study of research, data, try to come to a rational conclusion and to try to find answers. And sometimes um, science is not going to get everything right. So I do believe that there is an existence after the human existence. Um, so RIH to Snooty Wild, 36 years young, not even 40 yet. You know, it's crazy, man. Crazy, man. Again, I never heard of this young man before. I never heard of this artist before yesterday upon hearing that, he passed away due to a gunshot wound to the neck and was found in a ditch in Houston, Texas, and was rushed to a hospital where he was in critical condition before he slipped out of this existence and passed away. And it's just an unfortunate situation because so many so many rappers are just passing away due to gun violence. And I'm not a person that believes that you should ban guns. I am a pro Second Amendment person. I am pro Second Amendment because I do not believe that guns are bad. I believe that bad people get guns and they do bad things, but I do not believe that guns are bad because, if you're in a situation where um, somebody wants to do something bad and they have a firearm and you don't have a firearm, well, there's nothing you can do. But if you're in a situation where somebody has a firearm and they feel like doing something crazy and you have a firearm, well, then you have a much better chance of making it out that situation uninjured. You have a much better chance of making it out the situation alive. Uh, you have a better chance at uh, lessening the blow of, loss of life or casualties of a situation. So I do believe that it is better to have a firearm on you or in your home as opposed to not having one, so that you can do the responsible thing should a situation arise. You know, got to get that you got to get that uh thinking. You got to get that thinking out your brain that guns are bad. Guns are not bad. Bad people that get a hold of guns do bad things. But I just wanted to touch on this situation because it's just, what I'm saying? It's just unfortunate, man. It's just sad. You know, the world has been shut down. The world has really not been running on full capacity for the last couple years now. We're going into March in a couple days here, and March of 2020, that's when the world really kind of started to slow down and shut down, and the world really began to scale back. So it's just so crazy because you lived through something like a pandemic. I think the last pandemic prior to this one that we've had slash are having was, I think, 1917, 1918. So to live through such a such an event like a pandemic, where you literally see the world shut down and people are staying in their houses for weeks and months at a time, and no sports on TV, and football seasons being postponed, basketball seasons being postponed, a lot of a lot of events taking place online, not being able to go to the movie theaters, and all the movies that would have came out in movie theaters are now coming out via Amazon and Netflix, uh, all these other streaming services. So to live through a time, a very critical, crucial time, a very spiritual time, a very spiritual time, because I do believe that the pandemic and everything that happened, a lot of it is spiritual, and um, you know, a lot of soul searching. I know a lot of people were able to soul search, and a lot of people were able to really think about their lives and really think about what they really want to accomplish in life, and think about and mend relationships with friends and family. 2020 really had a lot of people thinking. 2021 really had a lot of people thinking, soul searching, trying to reconnect, trying to figure out what the meaning of life is, trying to regain faith, trying to get back to some kind of normalcy, trying to regain hope for the future. So to live through such a life-changing event where literally the world was shut down, nobody was really outside like that, everybody was in the house, to live through a time like that, uh only to you know die the way that this young man did, is just so unfortunate. And it's so crazy to me, because um for those of you on my Zone 864 TV channel, I don't really talk about it that often. But on my other YouTube channel, um I've spoken about this a few times. And make sure you guys are hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the share button, support the channel. I'm on Instagram and Twitter at Zone 864 TV on Instagram and Twitter. And don't forget to hit that Cash App. You can see the Cash App floating at the bottom of the screen there, $ Z864PC, $Z864PC. Hit the Cash App, support the channel. Appreciate it. But I'm an artist myself, you know. Uh, you know, I rap, sing a little bit. I'm a studio engineer. Uh, I'm a producer. I make beats, even though I haven't done that in a while. Uh, I'm basically a one man band when it comes to music. I've been playing instruments, and I've been basically in this music thing almost my whole life now. Um, and the reason that I do it, and the reason that I did it, was to give myself a better life and to give my family a better life. I never wanted to get out in the streets and be reckless. I never wanted to, uh, you know, I never wanted to, uh, you know, show money and stunt. Um, I never wanted to use my riches to flaunt like that, like how a lot of these rappers do. You know, they taunt the streets. You know, they taunt other rappers. You know, a lot of these rappers, when they get in the game, when they get in this rap game, see, a lot of these rappers are coming from the streets. And when they're coming from the streets, they're not necessarily out of the streets. And a lot of times the streets follow these guys into the music business. And so, you know, that's one thing that I would advise anybody that is taking their music career serious is that's why now this guy I think he was signed to Yo Gotti's label CMG, the CMG imprint. I think he was. I'm not 100% sure, but I remember reading in the story in the article something about Yo Gotti and him. I think either being associated or signed to Yo Gotti's record label CMG Records, I believe. I could be wrong, but that's what I remember seeing. But a lot of these guys, you know, they try to dabble, and you know, with a lot of these guys, especially over the past 3 to 4 years, man, we've seen a lot of these guys try to dabble, one foot in the streets and one foot in the rap game, and you know, unfortunately, it's not working. And it's not only is it not working, but it's not worth it either. You know, you have an opportunity with social media at your fingertips, and if you're good enough, you gain a following, and you gain, you know, people that want to do advertisements, and you know, you get the attention of record labels, you build a following, you know, you do your thing, and you also have the potential to make millions of dollars, or even if you don't make millions of dollars, you have the potential to do really well. You have the potential to become financially free. You have the potential to live a life that you never thought you would live. And a lot of these dudes, they just do not, you know, they just do not want to comply with the, uh, you know, the business aspect of being in this rap game, being in the music business. You know, a lot of the artists that I grew up listening to, um, you know, a lot of them did a good job with keeping the street stuff on records and keeping the streets in the music studio, and basically living long enough to enjoy the fruits of their labor. You know, we're seeing a lot of artists now, they're doing verses and they're getting to perform all of their classic songs and classic material, stuff that's 10, 15, 20 years old, you know, and just think that if these guys didn't really care about their craft like that, you know, a lot of veterans, we would not we wouldn't have them today. But not only were these guys smart, not only did they take uh their craft seriously, not only did they take the opportunity serious as far as them, you know, being in a record deal and them being able to make millions of dollars, but uh the record labels also took their artists serious. And what I mean by that is, I mean record labels had A&Rs. They had record labels had a lot of hands-on personnel, a lot of management when it came to these artists, because there was more money in the music back in the 90s and back in the early 2000s, when CDs was selling for like 10 and 15, and you know what I'm saying, some CDs was even selling for like 18, $20. You know what I'm saying, I remember spending a gang of money. I used to spend a gang of money on CDs because all I would do is listen to music and listen to beats and try to figure out, how did this producer get this snare to sound like that, or how did this producer get this kick drum to sound like that, and listening to certain synthesizers, and then I would try to emulate that in some of my own production. So I spent a gang of money on CDs when I was growing up. Um, so the record labels actually uh, put more of an investment around the protection of their artists, because these if you don't do that, then next thing you're going to have a Snooty Wild situation on your hand. You're gonna have a King Von situation on your hand. You're going to have a Pop Smoke situation on your hands. And it's just so sad, because a lot of these guys would still be here, could still be here, if they, you know, left the streets alone, if they um, weren't so accessible, if they weren't trying to do it for the gram. You feel me? You got to put yourself first. You got to put your family first. You really got to care. You got to care about your craft enough that you say that it's nothing that's going to take you out the game. It's nothing that's going to throw you off. You know, 36 years old, and you lived through a pandemic, only to make it through a pandemic and get shot in the neck and die. Over what? And what were you doing? What were you doing? What were you out here in this world doing that somebody would want to shoot you in the neck anyway? Now, obviously, I don't know the full spectrum of the situation. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm sure in the next upcoming days, we will find out more details behind the Snooty Wild shooting. I'm sure we're going to find out more details as the stories unfold. But I'm just saying, as far as I know, me myself personally, I don't have anybody that I know that wants to shoot me in the neck, and I don't believe that I have done anything to anybody to make somebody want to shoot me in the neck. And see, that's the thing. Like, when you get the opportunity to, be exposed to the world, and get on stage and perform in front of crowds of thousands of people, um, and you gotta, go perform in clubs and stuff, things of that nature. Um, you gotta really be smart in how you maneuver and how you manage those situations, because at the end of the day, your safety is your priority. So that means you got to have your security on deck. You know, I'm talking y'all. It's 2:30 in the morning. You know, and I'm 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 in a location. I'm by myself. But if I'm an artist, if I'm somebody, if I'm let's say if I'm 50 Cent, somebody like that, I what I'm doing now, I wouldn't be able to do if I'm 50 Cent. I would have to have security. I wouldn't be able to sit. Um, I don't know if y'all remember, but it was an artist. It was an artist name. I think it was his name was Indian Red Boy. I think that was his name, Indian Red Boy, who got shot to death sitting in his car last year in Hawthorne, California. Y'all go look that up. Indian Red Boy shot to death in his car while he was sitting on his car. I don't know if he was on IG Live or uh one of these streaming websites. I don't know, but he was sitting in his car like I'm doing right now, window down, Hawthorne, California. Next thing you know, somebody run up on his car and gun him down. And you know what I'm saying? In the video, you can hear him gasping for air, lungs filling up with blood. You know what I'm saying? He was like, call the police or something like that. Shit was sad, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like when you are an artist, you can't move around like a regular person. And that's why if there ever is a day where I gain some kind of notoriety, whether it's from music, whether it's from, content creation, whether it's for some other kind of business venture, you're not gonna see me out and about like I am right now at 2:30 in the morning, almost 3 o'clock. I'm not gonna make it so easily accessible to myself. I'm not going to um be doing things to make people want to shoot me in the neck. I'm not gonna be doing things that's gonna I'm not gonna be doing negative things that's gonna make people give me negative energy and do negative things to me. You gotta you gotta learn how to manipulate the energy of the universe. And that's something that you have to constantly practice, and you have to constantly try to keep yourself in good vibes every single day, you know, because we only get one life in human form, before we move to the next phase of of eternity. So, you know, RIH to Snooty Wow. It's a sad, sad situation, but hopefully people will learn from the situation. Hopefully this will inspire younger men to make wiser decisions and to think about your actions before you go and do something crazy that could potentially get y'all killed, or something crazy end up happening. So that's all I got. I appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You can also find me on Instagram and Twitter at Zone864TV. If you would like to support the channel, hit the Cash App, $ Z864PC. I appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.